Hey, what's going on, guys and guys? Troy, TXRC Productions, 3DR Solo Owners Group, ATX Drone Space, drone and multi-rotor unboxings, tips, tricks, and reviews. Blah. All of that stuff. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you go, Instagram, everywhere, Twitter. Check it out. FPV drone racing, the hot stuff. Whether you're talking about my Voodoo 210, a multi-rotor Mania 180, yeah, it's still in pieces. Shuriken by my guys over at Team Sasquatch Labs. All of these are FPV racing drones or FPV multi-rotors or quadcopters or whatever you want to call them. Me, I'm going to use the word drone. I don't care. People can use the word drone if they want. Just put it out your mind, guys. The negativity is gone. Just bring it into the positive, which is great because right now a lot of stuff is hitting the scene and it is a hot topic right now as far as FPV drone racing. Everybody's started to see the rollout of DRL, Drone Racing League. Everybody should know about multi-GP. XDC or Extreme Drone Circuit, IDRA, International Drone Racing Association. These are just the big ones. These are just the guys that everybody really knows about right now. There are other associations and other guys putting together these different groups to start going out and actually organizing full-on races. And what does that mean and why? Well, obviously, this is going to be a business. This is something that we've all recognized as it's going to be a spectator sport. It's going to be an internet sport. It's going to be something that people are going to want to watch and going to want to attend. It's in its infancy now, and we're still learning just how to build and fly these things a bit better and faster and all of that and more entertaining wise. But the industry itself is going to grow and evolve tremendously through racing. And right now we're seeing not even necessarily a big grab for a piece of the pie, which a lot of the people that are outside of the community are kind of not really understanding of what each community is trying to do specifically, are kind of assuming that everybody's kind of fighting each other for different, for supremacy, if you would. I would like to say that all of these opinions and all of this is all based off of my own experience of interacting with a lot of these different guys and a couple of the different groups, as well as my own logic and deduction and understanding of what I believe each group is kind of trying to do. So I'm not speaking for any of them. If I get anything wrong, please speak up. Please feel free to message or email me or get with me and let me know, and I'll set the record straight. But I see it as a couple of different areas that are really being evolved and groomed for the bigger picture. Hi, Parker. Multi-GP, I'm going to start there. Chris Thomas, Andrew, James. There are just too many guys to mention on that crew, but those are the big major players. These guys are really pushing forward the pilot organization, an organization of a local level, and a bigger picture of a community of racers across the country, and not only the country, but really the world. So MultiGP is developing a lot of systems and a lot of apps and features and really listening to the pilot side as far as how to keep all this stuff moving and quickly and organized. And nobody puts on a race like a MultiGP race. I'm sorry. I haven't been to many, but I can tell you that when Chris Thomas is there or the MultiGP crew is there, it goes and it gets done. And even at a local level where we're utilizing what they're putting forth in the apps and the different frequency charts and all of this, races are smooth. Not nearly as smooth and fast as when Chris is there, because nobody's quicker on the app than Chris. I mean, he's cutting in and out of races, realigning and all that stuff. But that is what MultiGP is really functioning for. And I'm not saying that that's all their focus is, because their focus is obviously becoming a sanctioned and large body. They're also, Chris and these guys are working on actually being involved in the lawmaking and the side of trying to get parks and designated areas. And again, this is all a lot more related towards the pilot orientation and the side of keeping the sport healthy at a local pilot side level. And still putting on events and creating entertainment. Obviously, that's the end goal, but he very much grassrooted in that. XDC popped up on the scene recently. I attended the one in Vegas for CES. An amazing show. Very much more entertainment oriented, utilizing all the other parts of the community like MultiGP, who was part of the XDC racing series, to help organize and keep everything running and going. So collectively putting together a larger, more entertaining product. That's what these guys are doing together. IDRA. Don't know much about them. International Drone Racing Association. What I can say, they appear to be doing very many of the same things, but I feel like they're much more of the median as far as trying to just kind of keep the racing going and keep the entertainment level going. I personally can't speak to a lot of what they're doing, so I don't really know. So anybody out there, please feel free to voice in. Not saying it's bad, not saying it's good. I just don't know. I'm just saying for me, they're definitely kind of in the middle zone of the gray area where I'm not sure which side they're really trying to be. I think they're just kind of trying to be what they are in the middle of everything, which is a good thing. All of these are good things, actually. That's the great thing about this is from the layman's perspective of somebody that really doesn't know. I can see my son back there. This might seem like a lot of competition, but it's not. It really is each one fulfilling kind of their obligation within the sport or within the industry. And within that is going to help push and move everything forward. So that brings us over to the DRL. I'll be honest, I haven't seen every single video. I've seen only a little bit. I've talked to a few guys. I've seen what I've seen and I've heard what I've heard. They are definitely going to be on the higher end of the spectrum as far as visibility, what they're really trying to put forth, and the movement I think that DRL is going to make, which has already been tremendous. I mean, they're on the Today Show this morning. They're all over the internet. Look up drone racing. It's all that pops up. Some people feel like it's oversaturating the market, but you can't lie. It's doing something good, which is bringing more visibility to the industry, the racing, the fun, the entertainment. And because of that, no matter what, it is going to be good for the industry because they're bringing more visibility and more people to see what's going on and to be more interested in it. So we also have this big Dubai World Cup thing. I'm not sure, World Prix, Grand Prix, whatever. I don't know what to think of it yet. I assume it's still going to go off without a hitch and it's going to work out and all that. It seems very weird that as big as it's supposed to be, it's still a little up in the air as far as, qualifying and all that and getting there. I don't know. But it's just another piece of the puzzle. All of this stuff working together. So I just want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody involved. XTC, IDRA, MultiGP, FPV Light Tracks. My main man, Joe Scully. I meant to mention people like Joe Scully and FPV Light Tracks. So Joe Scully is FPV. I'm sorry. FPV event racer. RacingEvents.com. I believe. FPV Racing Events. I know it's on Facebook. I think he's got a website. He is organizing and actually being the voice and the one putting on the actual show at the show. So if that makes sense. So XDC puts on an event. Joe comes in and his company actually runs the event from the standpoint of putting the physical races on, organizing the racers, getting them gone, getting them there. All of that stuff with the help, for instance, at XDC2 of MultiGP and their systems and all that. FPV Light Tracks, building tracks. Another company that just has been generated out of all of this is they're going to start quitting their jobs eventually, hopefully, because this thing gets big enough to where they're just going around and putting up tracks around the country and the world. That's amazing and that's great. So these are just pieces of the puzzle that are coming out of this, guys. So let's not fight each other over who's supreme, who's better, who's what. Let's work together. I guarantee you that these guys are all collectively behind the scenes talking at least. Don't know that they're hand in hand, skipping over and, doing their thing together. But I can tell you that they're all definitely probably talking behind the scenes and all doing something to try to better the picture for the outlook of FPV drone racing, which is all about at this point, just simply perfecting it and making it something that's easily accessible and easy to make and produce entertainment from. So that's what we're looking at. So let's just slow down. Let's not fight about it. Let's not worry about who's doing what. Let's just enjoy it, man. Let's just get where you want to go. Try to be with who you want to be. And try to help promote whatever you can promote and push forward whatever you can push forward. And that being said, man, I'm welcome to anybody that needs any help or wants any help. I would love to help be a voice of any of this or help put out any information that needs to get out there. Love to help market it socially. So anybody out there needs some help, please let me know. Otherwise, guys, I'm gonna go try to put something together. I'm gonna actually go drop a Lux flight controller in this boy today and do a little more tuning on the Voodoo. Try to get a flight in, but gotta work. So fly safe, fly smart, fly for fun, fly FPV. More importantly, get involved and just help push it forward. Peace.